Vă propunem astăzi câteva subiecte care vă vor tăia răsuflarea la propriu. Ați visat vreodată că zburați, sau mai bine zis, v-ați dorit vreodată să priviți lumea printre nori? Istoria aviatică a României s-a bucurat dintotdeauna de o recunoaștere internațională. Nu doar Voia și Coanda au contribuit la dezvoltarea acestui domeniu. Printre femeile care au apărut pe prima pagină a ziarelor din întreaga lume s-a numărat și Smaranda Brăescu. Deși faptul că era femeie a împiedicat-o să aibă un parcurs rapid, ea a înscris recorduri mondiale valoroase în ceea ce privește saltul cu parașuta, dar și în pilotaj pentru viteză, distanță și altitudine. La 100 de ani distanță, parașutismul are din ce în ce mai mulți adepți care se antrenează la rândul pentru câștigarea titlului suprem al maestrilor aerului. În mediul universitar, Arnaud este cunoscut ca fiind doctor în biologie moleculară și expert în strategia de afaceri, dar pasiunea pentru parașutism îi ocupă mai tot timpul liber. Lui Arnaud îi place să spună: mintea mea este ca o parașută, funcționează cel mai bine atunci când este deschisă. Deși este greu de crezut, Arnaud nu este dependent de adrenalină, îi place doar senzația de a-și pilota corpul în curenții de aer și de a face parte din această comunitate uimitoare, cea a zburătorilor.
At 19 years old, I was in Guadeloupe on holiday and I saw some parachutes landing. I went to see, and then the next day the adventure began. I immediately fell in love with that feeling of flying, which you can't really describe, you have to experience it. And I started to enjoy it even more when the fear started to go away after 10 to 50 jumps, something like this. And I could really feel that, I was part of this big family of people who know why birds sing, as we say in the skydiving community. And then what kept me going and exploring further the sport were three things. First, that feeling of flying in 3 dimensions in the flow of air with your body, because that's something that's undescribable and that you really have to experience to understand how it feels. And there's one aspect of skydiving that I like, it's free fly records. So the idea is to build a formation with people holding hands, all head down, flying at 300 kilometers an hour. And the idea is to build the biggest formation possible. So we submit to the judges a formation plan before jumping, and we have to realize exactly that formation. We established the first record in 2014 with 48 skydivers. Well, there were previous records before, but they were smaller. And then since 2014, we've been trying several times to beat it. And we didn't manage until 2023, where we established a new record with 54 free flyers. The first jumps were terrifying, especially the second one, because the first one I didn't really realize what was happening to me, and then the second one I was realizing, so I was more aware of everything that was going on. So of course, everybody's afraid when you jump from a plane for the first time, and then it slowly disappears after 10 jumps, 50 jumps, something like this. Even now, sometimes I can still feel some anxiety. For example, if I had a long break over the winter and I didn't skydive for a while, if it's a drop zone that I don't know, if it's some jumps with a high stake, like a record, for example, nobody goes to a record jump like, a walk in the park. It is, all these jumps are particularly stressful because there is something at stake. So I think a lot of the skydiving sport is happening in the mind, It's about mastering your stress, your emotions, and being able to perform in a high stress environment.
Trebuie să fii disciplinat și să ai încredere că și ceilalți o vor face. După fiecare salt, organizatorii urmăresc videoclipurile și evaluează performanța fiecăruia pentru a modifica formația atunci când este cazul. Când zbori cu capul în jos cu peste 300 de km la oră și ai 59 de prieteni în jurul tău, este destul de greu să te concentrezi. Creierul se blochează, iar singurul lucru care îl face să reacționeze din nou este vizualizarea mentală.
18 jump attempts over a week period, but in reality that's just the tip of the iceberg. We started trying to beat that record in 2017. 2017, it didn't work. The organization was not right, the level of the flyers was not right, so it didn't work. Then we had COVID, so we couldn't really try. And then we tried in 2021, everybody was pumped up, ready, trained, and so on. And then we had a whole week of rain, so not a single attempt jumped. Very frustrating. And then finally we managed to break that curse in 2023 and make it. Some of the keys to success were due to luck, like the weather, for example. This time we had good weather, but also the quite high level of the flyers who were present in the record attempt. But I really think that the most important part was the feeling of strong connection within the group. We had 8 coaches who were organizing the record and briefing us, debriefing us, and so on. Half of those were women. And I think that played a role. This touch of female leadership helped us to silence our individual ego and develop the feeling that we were flying as a team and for the success of the team. We also had some team rituals that played a big role in that. So for example, we would all hold hands and take a deep breath together in the plane before jumping. This kind of stuff really reinforced that feeling of togetherness.
Adaptabilitatea este esențială. Fiecare salt este diferit pentru că este nevoie de o coordonare perfectă a 3 avioane.
The world record was established in 2015 with 164 skydivers in Chicago. Unfortunately, they were not able to beat it since then. They tried the 200 way, but it didn't work. Personally, I'm perfectly fine. I'm good with the French record, since for me it's mostly an opportunity to reconnect with some old friends that I see mostly on those occasions. And the world record really requires another level of flying skills, investment in terms of time, traveling, budget to attend all the trainings, all the selection, plus the pressure.